Quentin King there. Welcome, everybody. Paul here, Music Villa. We are in Bozeman, Montana. And today we're checking out a couple of guilds. Kind of some of the classic...
Flagship?
I'd say, yeah, flagship, 60s classics. So what do we have here? We've got a jumbo body, as you can see there. That's the F55. And the dreadnought body here is the D55 in a sunburst. They just have Guild has a sound, just like everyone has their little sound.
Right.
These have that. They're just big and just, I don't even know how to
big.
explain them. They're different.
Guilds are
different big.
Different
than
big.
like, my old classic J200 Gibson, which I think we've compared them before, but yeah, anyways, what were you going to say there?
No, I was just going to say that, Guild's one of those unique brands where they have this loyalty, right? Because they make such quality instruments. But I don't think they're just not as present, and as popular as Taylors and Gibsons and Martins. But people that own Guilds, especially in these series, the 55 series D and F. Yeah. They invariably love them, right? And you hear stories all the time like, oh, I had one of those back then, and I got rid of it for whatever reason, and I wish I'd never done that because it was the best sounding guitar. So there's just a lot of There's a lot of history with Guild, and there's a lot of. It's one of those ones that you just love them, but there's a lot of different factories and different locations over the years that they've been, and now they're in California, and it's just still a neat guitar, and no matter what, when they put it together, it's interesting because you got a dreadnought. How much everyone makes a dreadnought, right? And you've got bracing pattern, and you'd think that they would all be similar, right? No matter what, and they are similar, but the Guild always has. Here, try this thing. Yeah, this guitar, I can already tell you, it's classic. Yeah, it's so Guild sounding every time we do it. Because you go to a rosewood Martin, it's different animal. For something, that one always has that kind of borderline J200 sound to me. You know what I mean? It's kind of on that edge of like being big and deep. This one's got a lot of depth, but it's not. I don't know. It almost feels more manageable, right? Yeah. I can access it. I don't know how to say it. I can get it if I did.
It's not out of control,
but it's not. It doesn't get away from it too fast, like it can with these. Because if I start banging on G chords on the bigger ones, then it can overwhelm the sound. But this is. No, just plays so nice too.
And the necks are a little thinner on these.
They are. So playability is really, really nice. Yeah. And this is kind of surprising for me because I'm typically, maybe it's just because I just got back into the Bozeman climate. Yes. After a little time away, and my skin is drier than it normally is. But I normally choose, if I were to choose guitars, I try to stay away from finish. Right. I like the satin.
You like the satiny necks?
Satiny necks, just because I feel like I'm a little stickier on these necks, but I'm not having that issue with these. Yeah. These are, I'm gliding very smoothly.
That's good.
Feels like when you step onto a bowling alley. You just want to slip across.
I put some of that
it's
stuff
well oiled.
on.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Fast red or
whatever.
They just play very comfortably.
And by the way, both rosewood guitars, both spruce tops, Addy spruce bracing. I think,
Addy spruce bracing?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Red spruce, Adirondack spruce. They're just, they're classics. I like the inlay.
And they do have like a different sound too. Obviously based on the body shape, but it's like sandwiches, you know? Maybe this is another terrible analogy, but you could give different people the same general types of
But you ever notice, like,
and they're going to assemble them slightly differently, and they're going to
true. Do you ever notice though, like, I can make a sandwich, and it's pretty good, it's all right, and then my wife can make the exact same sandwich with the exact same ingredients,
and it just tastes better,
and it's just better.
Yeah. Well, it's always better when somebody else makes your food.
She knows how to put it together better. Yeah. I don't know. Anyways, both have LR bags too. Just so you know, both have electronics, so you can plug them in.
We just referred to luthiers as sandwich makers. I hope that doesn't offend any of our good luthier friends. Expert sandwich makers.
Yeah.
Just stacking the pieces, putting them together.
Yeah. But it's funny how every luthier stacks together a dreadnought, and every one is a little different.
Exactly.
Each one has its own little flavor, and every one of them has the same, you know, you can get 100 of these. They're all in the same ballpark. Same with the D28. They all have this certain...
The instructions are pretty similar. There's going to be minor... That would be really interesting. Now, I wonder how much... like, when you look at the construction of a guitar, maybe I'm going too deep, but how many of the minor details and, the way we put this brace in is slightly different than the way Taylor, connects theirs or binds theirs or whatever. All these little trade secrets that you wouldn't see unless you really peel this thing apart 100%.
It's minor stuff, but
it all
obviously makes a difference.
Compounds into substantial differences in how they sound. Because, like you say, a Gibson has a Gibson sound, a Martin has a Martin sound, and here you're getting a Guild sound.
Yeah. All right. Well, we got more big guitars for you to do. I have a final one for you to try out today. So
I'm ready.
Thanks, Quentin.
You bet.
Thanks for watching.